Right, welcome back. Now that's that's both brake max cleaned, scrubbed clean with G101 and silicone sprayed the workings in a max. So they're done and dusted. They come up pretty good actually. Just a testament to Shimano quality really. Yeah, so they're done. The first bits cleaning and inspecting done in this project, so that's two of those done and dusted and out of the way. So next up is the front mech, which is slightly rusty, and the rear mech, which I'm going to strip down and clean and re-lube. So I'll see you in a bit. Welcome back. Now the derailleurs have both been cleaned and lubricated up. They come out pretty well actually, to be honest with you. Obviously this one, as you knew already, was Ultegra by far, and one of the most expensive bits on the bike. So now I've cleaned the wheel, I've cleaned the spokes. Still a little bit lumpy, but they're not too bad, so I'm going to give those a coat of paint. Paint them a nice satin black. I've got a bit of cloth with a bit of buffing solution on there so I can clean the spoke nipples up, but on the whole the wheels, they come up pretty good. So we're now in a position where I just need to remove the cable adjusters away from the calipers, flat sand them all down, give them a nice coat of satin black paint. The same with the quick release, the spindles. The brake blocks, I'll re-flat them down on a piece of sandpaper, give them a clean, swap the bolts out. Chains, not too bad as you've previously seen, but now, today, I received the last of the bits. I've got the brake cables, gear cable set, handlebar tape. Today I've taken delivery also of the tyres. So I'm in a pretty good place with it now. So I just need to finish this wheel off by way of painting the spokes, sorting out the nipples, painting these, painting these two bits, sorting out the spokes, cleaning up the spokes on the front wheel, and giving it a general clean. And the spoke nipples, I'll need a bit of a quick polish on that. No issues, really quick job anyway, no problems. And yeah, we're in a good place. So I'm going to end this bike shed episode on this point. So we're in a pretty decent place. So I'm hoping you're enjoying it. I know it's a different flavour, but I've worked out that this project, when it's all done and dusted, is going to cost me a grand total of, bear with me a second here, £82. Really cheap, but not too bad a looking commuter hack for work. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Welcome back everyone. So I've painted the spokes onto on the rear wheel. I fitted the new tyre. It's a tyre called Race Pack. It's an XLC Race X tyre. It has got some tread on there, which will make it good for the winter months of commuting. So it's called Impact. The tyre is actually called Impact. It's made by Schwalbe. And yeah, rear wheels up, sorted. I need to take the spindle back out in a bit, grease it up, and that's ready to fit. Both spindles, both locking arms have been painted. I've painted both brake calipers. I've now fitted them back onto the bike. I've been given a nice coat of satin black, rear and front. Adjusters have been greased up, ready to rock and roll. So yeah, so the first of the few bits back on the frame. So my next job is to reassemble the chain rings onto the crank and then fit those onto the bike. PS, I have also painted the handlebar stem clamp bolts. They're looking a bit sorry for themselves, so they've been sorted out as well. So yeah, let's put the chain rings onto the crank arm and crack on. See you in a minute. Right, welcome back. I'm going to attach the crank arm. There's a little bit of rust on there, but nothing serious. I'll give that a clean in a bit. So let's get the wrong size. Hold on a minute. Let's get a big one out. Where are you? There we go. This is the one. Right. So let's get some piece in there. And of course, now as you wind this down, it pushes onto the taper, onto the bottom bracket. So happy days. That's that one sorted out. I'll swap the frame over. To the side. Clamp it back down. Right, let's reposition you here. There we go. And the camera shake. Right. Obviously, I'm going to have to tell you to make sure that you put this in the opposite position to the one with the chain ring. Otherwise, you're going to have some problems pedaling the bike. Right, it's going on. And it's tight enough on that. So it's now time. Put the lever on there. There we go, and that's on. Nice and tight on there. So, happy days. So let's get on the camera again. Let's get this frame swapped over to this side. Okay. Right, so yeah, front rear calipers on, chain sets now on, cranks are on that one. So I'm going to hang the rear mech. Where are you? There we go. So sure that goes into the frame nicely. Yeah, that's good. So I'm just going to put a bit of grease on this. So I'll get in some threads as well, and of course make sure we can take it all off at some point in the future. So let's there we go. There we go, that's fine. Yeah, so that's on the stop. On that. So everything works alright. Excellent. So yeah, okay, so happy days. It's now time to put the front mech on. Fortunately, I did take measurements, but I don't need to use them because there are. Well, you can see them. I'm not quite sure, but there are witness marks on the frame here on the lacquer, so I didn't need to use the measurements. So we'll put the front neck back on. Let's unscrew the clamp. Put that there for a minute. Right, make sure that doesn't drop off. Right, so we are there. That is there. Screw this up in a moment. Make sure it's straight with it's there we go. And that's there. We'll check it's working. Excellent, lovely. I've already pre-greased the cable grip bolts. Right, okay, excellent. So front caliper, rear caliper, front mech, tracks are on, rear mech is on. So next we'll put the tube on once I've taken the clamp off and given it a quick grease up, as it's looks a bit on the dry side. So reposition the camera. You see there. There we go. Welcome back. Right. I've put some grease on the seat clamp bolt. Going to fit it back on. And it's ready for the seat post. Again, it's a pretty decent quality one. It's a Bontrager, I think it's pronounced. The grease is in now as well in the seat post, seat tube. Just going to spin it around a little bit. So yeah, that's really nice. I'm happy with that. So I'm just going to give it a really gentle nip, so just to stop it from moving down. So that's it for now. That's the seat post in. So I'm just going to lower the bike a little bit more. Right, here we go. So right, we're going to put the saddle on now. So with these, this one, I see it's on. I thought it was a small one. Basically, let's have a look. Right, really good little system on this. I'm quite keen with this. It's really good. It's spring loaded, and it's a really good idea compared to the old BMX seat guts, as we used to call them. It's really clever system. So you've got a tube and a bolt, an Allen bolt, and they thread in like that, and they're spring loaded, and they clamp onto the seat. And then of course these, I've greased these up, so these come out from there. They're on a chamfer, and so you can adjust the seat perfectly. Really good idea. I'm going to wipe my hands before I grab the seat. The seat, there we go. Excellent. I'm just going to go and feed these through to the other side. Push that in and through. I'm just going to make a start. I'm just going to hold that, make a start on threading this on. I think we're in. No, we're not. We are now. Right. As with most things with seats, they're always a bit fiddly, but let's get this. Just double check everything's sat right this side. Yeah, excellent. So round about there will do it. Might need to adjust it at another time. There we go, that's that timed up. It's not looking too bad, is it actually? Not looking too bad. Right, so that's the seat tube on, seat back on. Now time for the handlebars. Handlebar clamps, so let's get the little bolts back in. Right, let's swivel this a little bit. Bike will move down probably, there we go. Right, let's have a look. Where are we? We're putting the steering wheel on. I'll just try and get a better angle for you guys. Right, that should do. So, that's the base. Clamp over the steering wheel. Steering wheel? Handlebars. Okay, so get this bolt started. Another one started. Ooh, lower one. Let's go this one. There we go. So let me just get the small Allen key tool. Right, there we go. Right, let's have a go. Try and close them up equally so you don't get any ugly gaps between the stem clamp and the stem itself. Yeah, that's looking pretty good actually. Right, just release it a little bit. Make sure that we're not too out of line. There we go, so we're there. Yeah, there we go, round about there for now. So obviously when you're tightening things like these up, obviously go diametrically opposite or crisscross, just to make sure that everything is tightening down equally. There we go, right. There we go, we have this handlebars back. So we're in a pretty good place with this now. So handlebars are back. I just need to double check the stem. Make sure everything is tight here. Yeah, really tight. Happy days. And yeah, I'm happy with those two. So handlebars on. So it's beginning to look a little bit more like a bike now. So what we're going to do is get rid of this big Allen key T-bar, and we'll re-rotate this so it's straight again. Set that there. Right, so not looking too bad now. So handlebars back on. Handlebars back on. Seat, along with the seat tube, front rear calipers, front mech, rear mech, and the cranks. So that's those on. Now what I think I'm going to do next is I've got the front wheel to sort out. So I'm going to paint the spokes on the front wheel and I'll see you in a minute. Right, that's the front wheel done and dusted. Not looking too bad at all. You got shiny spokes again now. Not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. Before I tackled the wheel, I decided to put the chain on. So I put the chain back on. So it looks a little bit ropey, but I'll give it another clean. Once it's lubed up, it'll darken up, I think, and look a little bit better. So it's ready for the rear wheel to go on, really, and see what it's all about. So I'm actually going to put the rear wheel on and see what it's looking like. Right, so I'll just lower the stand a little bit. There we go. There we are. That's there. I made a little mistake here. I put the chain outside of the derailleur cage. Easy fix. I'll just disconnect the derailleur back plate and route it properly. I'll do that now actually. So let's have a look. Ooh, smaller than that. Okay. Like that. Oop, smaller than that as well. Blimey. Right. This should be the size. Yep. I can't believe I've done that, but there we go. That was a bit tight, so I'm going to disconnect this, completely drop everything on the floor. Right, okay, yeah, so right, we've got, so basically I'm going to loosen this one off as well. So, right, chain over the rocket, round this, through there. Hello, what's happening to this? That? There we go, right. Put those back down on the floor. So, right, okay, so we've got the chain on there, on this, up through here. Let's drop that into there, make sure that doesn't happen again. So we're going to go around this rocket here. I should have paid more notice when I put the chain on that it was routed properly through a derailleur, but there you go. Put that in there, grab the screw, right, excellent, right, yeah, that's looking a whole lot better. Yeah, well, schoolboy error that one. Let's tighten this one. There we go, that's tight now too. Right, okay, so let's let's try putting the wheel on. Okay. How's that? Mind the wobbly camera. Right. Okay, big moment. Let's put the chain on and see how it goes. One of the things I wasn't sure about with this, whether it was a 9-speed rear cassette, or was it an 8-speed. So I'm not convinced that it's a 9-speed bike, to be completely honest. But we'll find out as right. Right, straight away, chain's too long. Chain's too long on that. Yep. Okay. So we're gonna have to. I didn't notice that when I got the bike actually. So wow, there's tension in there, but it's just way off. Should be around about there, shouldn't it? Really. Wow, that is really long. Let's get this is the split link here. Let's get that in situ. Right, okay. Wow, right, that is really quite long. Not to worry, we'll tackle that at a later time. Yeah. Okay. Wow, that is a bit of a... How the heck did it ride before then? So it mustn't have been a decent rider in the past. It's wow, that is long. Right, anyway, so we're gonna I'm gonna crack on, and the paint is now dry. It's quick drying paint. I'm gonna reassemble. Put the tyre and tube back in on the front wheel. Grease the spindle. I need to take the rear wheel off. Grease the spindle on that. I was just a bit curious to see how it would look with the bits on. So yes. I'm going to end this episode here. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. And if you like the video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up. And yeah, stay safe everyone. See you in the next episode of The Bike Shed. Take care, stay safe, see you soon.